Hello YouTube, welcome to another detailing video. Today we tackled a 2011 BMW. It was pretty cold. The car was pretty salty. I think it was 7 or 8 degrees outside when I started on it. So couple tricks to get around that. I used a bucket of hot water, and I have a hot water tap run to my garage. So the hose I'm using straight from the hot water tank in the basement. So that's a huge game changer. Kind of allows me to survive out there through this. So sit back, relax, enjoy the transformation on the car. So when we're tackling the wheels, I'm hitting them with some hot water as a pre-rinse. A little bit of Chemical Guys Diablo wheel cleaner to loosen up the brake dust, and then in the bucket just a mixture of Simple Green and warm water. So moving on to the exterior wash, use the 2-bucket method. There's a grit guard in the bucket I'm filling now. I'm not a big fan of microfiber mitts, so I actually just use fresh microfiber towels. I'll use 2, one for one half of the car, one for the second half. I'll be sure that after I touch a panel, I rinse it in the clean water bucket, and then I'll reprime it with soap before I go back to touching the paint. Guys, if you're curious about the soap I'm using, it is a Chemical Guys product called Clean Slate. It is designed to remove any protective coatings that the vehicle might have before you start detailing. So when we start the wash process, it is a 2-bucket method. We're starting from the top of the vehicle and working our way down, doing one panel at a time, and about halfway through the panel we'll flip that microfiber over and make sure we're using a clean spot. So it's not uncommon to have to shuffle vehicles. I just recently purchased this truck on Black Friday. It is by far the nicest truck I've ever owned, so I like to keep it in the garage. It's definitely a garage queen, so got to play a little Tetris with cars, but we'll get the BMW in here and we'll get it dried off. So I got rid of a 2017 when I bought the 2021 Ram, and funny fact, the 2017 was a Gen 4 Ram, and it actually didn't fit in my garage. We just bought this house about a year ago, and one of the things you don't check when you're house shopping is whether or not you can pull your truck in the garage. Much to my surprise, I come home with a new one, and it is actually narrow enough that if you fold the mirrors in, you can keep it inside. If you're curious about the drying towel I'm using, it's also a Chemical Guys drying towel. I don't remember the model number of it. I've had two of these for over a decade. They are the best drying towels I've ever found. So if you guys want to head over to the website and see if they still have them, man, I hope they do. One of the drawbacks of starting a YouTube channel is every now and then you'll do about 40 minutes worth of work and forget to hit the record button. What you're seeing is I just covered the car with a 12-month protective coating, and I'm just buffing off the last couple panels. So for an interior cleaner, I keep it super basic. I use Simple Green diluted 4:1 and a clean microfiber towel. Follow that up at the end of the detail with some 303 aerospace protectant. I don't know if there's a better combination in detailing. Nothing fancy when it comes to the occupant cabin. I'm using the same dilution of Simple Green and a clean microfiber towel and just working my way around all the surfaces. So I treat the seats the same way as any other interior surface. Manufacturers don't leave uncoated leather in cars. There is a small protective barrier on the outside of them already, so using an all-purpose cleaner is not going to damage the leather. It's not going to harm anything, and oftentimes it's more effective than a dedicated leather cleaner, at least in my experience. I do follow it up with a leather conditioner, but that's only to get the aroma of that leather. Because of that protective coating, you're actually not making direct contact with the material anyway. This is the part of the detail that kind of sucks. Just going around vacuuming up any loose dirt and debris. We'll follow it up with a brush. If we're fighting pet hair, I have a lily brush in my pocket. That's pretty much cheat mode when it comes to taking hair out of a vehicle. This car was relatively clean. It looked like the owner had tidied it up probably a couple of days before they brought it over. So this was pretty simple. Again, we're just using our all-purpose cleaner here to lift any dirt and salt stains from the heel pad, pedals, and footrest. With a detailing brush and a clean microfiber to wipe it up, it makes quick work of anything that's down there. All right guys, we're finally done. The BMW took about 3 hours and 45 minutes. It was relatively clean on the interior. The customer looked like they actually tidied it up before they brought it here. Exterior made the biggest change, but we got it protected, clay barred, conditioned the leather, cleaned it, shampooed, vacuumed. Car came out great. Take a look.